All right, so I was in the middle of packing and I remembered something. I remembered to do something crucial before I leave here in the next few days. Now, do you guys remember this letter, right? This letter, which has threatened litigation, threatened homelessness, and threatened mental health. Now, if I decide to walk up out of here with benefits, with a contact address, with whatever it was that I needed, then technically mental health could still come after me if they felt fit to do so, especially, given that they can find me, in the Brent area anyway. But if I decide to leave here without a contact address, whilst that would leave me in a very financially difficult situation, it would also mean that if they wanted to sue me and they wanted to appeal for litigation, it means that they would be able to do so, because they can't sue somebody on benefits, but they can sue somebody who's not on benefits. So the purpose of this video today is to inspire litigation, is to inspire a lawsuit. Now, most likely it won't happen, but because of the information that I have walking up out of here, I am literally worth more to myself out there on the street with no money to my name than I am to myself staying here because of the information and the evidence that I have. That's why they don't want me walking up out the door. It's not just their reputation that's at stake. When I leave, I take a lot of evidence with me. And when I leave, they won't be able to just ring up mental health and try to have me sectioned. They can't do that no more. If I'm out there and if I'm not on benefits and I'm not on anything, and nothing and no one can find me, I decide to change my number, game over. Game fucking over. They can't try to lock me up for talking the truth. They're going to have to go down the court route, which is what I want them to do. I want that court case. And even if I don't get it, again, information is worth more than money. A lot more. Imagine what I could do with that information when I don't have the council holding me back. You see, that's what these people don't think of. I've got information on a whole gaggle of major organizations. Not just Brent Mind, but Mind as well. Remember, you witnessed it all. You witnessed them do everything except try to investigate the situation that is causing me to leave now. You witnessed them do everything in their power to cover up what Esarad Fox had been doing, and what Iris Davis had been doing, and what Samira Igal had been doing, and what everybody else in this building had been doing. They went out of their way to cover that up. You saw the police go out of their way to cover that up, go out of their way to gaslight, go out of their way to stonewall. You saw do that. You saw Brent Mind do that. But there's one thing I haven't shown you, and that's this crucial piece of evidence right here that I have recorded. Now, likely, when I post this, because I wasn't even supposed to record it, let alone post it. But the reason why I'm doing it is so that I can attract the attention of Esarad Fox. Now, he's going to do one or two things when I post this information, when I post this recording. He's going to try to report it, or he's going to threaten me with another letter knowing good and goddamn well I'm leaving anyway. But I want that court case. If these people are really going to threaten to sue me, because they threatened to sue me in January, it is now July. They haven't gotten back to me with regards to their legal team. They haven't got back to me with regards to anything advising on their litigation. I ain't on benefits now, motherfucker. You got a free shot. You got a free fucking shot. And that's what they're afraid of. That's what they're afraid of. Because when you are left to your own devices and you don't have the support of the council, yeah, sure, you don't have support and you don't have financial backing, but sooner or later you learn how to be adaptable. You learn how to stay off the grid. And if you stay off the grid, there's only so much they can do. So without further ado, I'm going to play this shit. Now, I want you to remember this letter. This letter was written and signed under Iris Davis, recovery support worker. It was not her that threatened to sue. It was Esarad Fox that threatened to sue, and I've told you that multiple times. I've got the recording right here. This is a nice little parting gift for my friends at Brent Mind. I'm going to forward it.
Stuff in the ship. Alright, I'll be taking this. If you're going to take this conversation with stuff right now.
Right. He can hear me quite clearly as I'm going into my bag. He said, "Are you recording this right now? And if you are, can you turn it off?" My response to him asking me to turn it off is no. You're going to hear this in a second. Right, you can't hear him very clearly. He said, "If you're recording, can you please turn it off?" I said no. Quite audibly, quite clearly. He heard me. He was more likely to hear me saying no than he was likely to hear the bag. So watch him lie now.
Okay, well, this is what I'm going to say to you now. Okay? It's done, it's illegal. Okay. Okay? And we'll be speaking to our legal department in regards to what you've done. Because to record someone without their consent, okay, and then to post it is against the law. Okay. When you're aware that recording people without people's consent is against the law? No. There you are. And then you look at it and you post it, all of that stuff. Okay? Well, I don't care either.
All right, so basically he said it's against the law to record. It's very scratchy because there's something wrong with the dictaphone. But he said basically that it's illegal to record. I let him know I don't care either way. There's a reason I don't care either way.
I know you don't care, but listen to me. You do need to care because you can be prosecuted. Okay? So please say that on board. So what I would advise you to do, stop recording people secretly. If you are concealing recording, that's against the law. You'll get arrested. Hold on.
So he's telling me that I'll get arrested. It's now July. It's now July. I had not one word from Brent Mind legal team or the police with regards to this issue. But it's illegal though. You better run me that fucking court case, bro.
You said, am I recording right now?
Yeah.
You said, if I'm recording right now, please turn it off.
Yes.
I said no. That means you're aware that I'm recording.
Right, exactly. He's trying to lie. Look, watch him lie. Watch him lie.
Recording. Are you recording? Yes or no?
You know what?
No, I don't know. I asked you. You said yes or no. I said you went to me back. Are you recording?
Okay.
He said, yeah, so basically he's lying and saying, I said, are you recording, yes or no? He didn't say, are you recording, yes or no? He said, are you recording? And if you're recording, are you prepared to turn it off? I was responding to the second question. So again, he's lying. He does that a lot.
Are you recording?
Yeah, absolutely.
We're getting this conversation because I'm not giving you consent to record this conversation.
Okay.
Well, so what we'll then do then, since you're not willing to stop this, we will take up the value of the
So that's what I asked Iris. I asked Iris, seeing as I'm leaving, and I'm leaving without a forwarding address, does that technically mean that if you wanted to sue for litigation against me, there would be no conflict of interest? The answer is yes. Without a forwarding address, I can't be on benefits. Can't be on any of that. You can't sue somebody on benefits. But you can sue somebody who's off it, regardless of whether or not they're vulnerable. Like I said, I'm worth a lot more to me being out on the street than I ever am being here. And they know that. Because of all the information and all the evidence that I'll be able to retain on the way out over here. That is worth a lot more to me and worth a lot more to them than me staying here. Why do you think they've been dragging their heels? Because they just love me so much that they want me to stay. These people have been mobbing and abusing me. They've been dragging their heels with regards to harassment against me. They've even been lying to try and cover up a tenant's activity. So why are they dragging their heels for me to leave? Because they know how it looks. They also know that if they want to sue me for litigation, they've got to walk their talk. It's now July. Where are the legal teams? I've asked Iris several times, where are the legal teams? No answer. So whether they let me walk up out of here or have me sectioned, or have me try to move in with my family, or like whatever they do, whether they get involved or not, they're fucked and they know it. They know it. Don't ever mess with me. Understand that now. Don't ever mess with me. Yeah, I might not be the most, rational person on the planet, but I'm fucking intelligent as hell, and they know that. They know they can't get round me. Why do you think they tried to do all that posturing with their legal department? It's now fucking July. Where are they? That meeting was on the 17th of January, 2020. It's now July. Where the fuck are the solicitors at? So this is a little parting gift to Brent Mind on my way out over here. On my way out of here. If they're serious, I want that court case. Otherwise, I have to let me walk up out of here. And that's going to be more detrimental to them than it is to me, if you can believe it. If you can believe it. I'm the one who's supposed to be making herself more vulnerable than she. I'm supposed to be making herself more vulnerable. And yet I'm not the one who has to worry. Because I'm vulnerable anyway, so who cares? But the way that they've handled this whole thing with regards to me is going to speak volumes. They thought they could rely on the same script, the same bullshit over and over again, and I'd fall for it. They're all bite with no teeth. They're all fucking gums. So yeah, you heard on the tape, it was Esarad Fox who threatened to sue, who threatened litigation. It's always him. If you look at the recordings that I have on YouTube, look at the one on the 20th of July. You will see that it is always him threatening homelessness, threatening the mental health team, and now he's threatening litigation. And look who he's got. Look who he's got the letter under, Iris. Iris didn't say any of that shit. He did. And once again, Brent Mind and Mind Head Office did everything in their power not to do anything about it. So that's a little parting gift from me to Brent Mind. Now, that's a parting gift to all of you guys as well, because what I want you to do, because this is going to be taken down one way or the other. Okay? Very likely that it will be taken down one way or the other. So I want you guys to download it. I want you guys to share it widely, because it will be taken down at some point. Share it amongst yourselves. Let everybody know that Mind are not to be trusted. That mental health are not to be trusted. That the police are not to be trusted. That your neighborhood is probably not to be trusted. Share it everywhere.